but it's suicide to sit back. And not just for my company or your company, but for the country. We don't have the luxury of time. I've been telling you for a while, and I've told my own staff, if the president wins, I don't know how we survive. I don't know how we survive the regulation that is coming for my industry. I don't know how we're going to survive the pressure and the tactics, because he has more flexibility now, and they remember their enemies. I don't know how we're going to survive because I won't compromise. I won't make a deal with the devil. I want you to understand this. Inflation is coming. The fiscal cliff is coming. The dollar fell last night on the news. Your taxes are going up. Your health care costs are going up. Your religion is going to come under attack. Gas, coal, and energy is going to become more expensive. Do you remember that list we put out a few months ago of do these things? I will tell you, last week we purchased more farmland as a family. May I recommend, if you have a chance to buy farmland, you buy farmland. If you live in the East, may I recommend, get the hell out of the East. Find a place where you are surrounded by like-minded people, and the best way to find those people is you should probably look at the maps on how counties voted and get away as far as you can from where huge densities of people who are like, I just need FEMA to help me. But get your kids away from the school that is indoctrinating them that socialism is okay. May I highly suggest you get grandfathered in to the Second Amendment today. Oh, and don't forget the ammunition.
On this issue, even though for the first time, voters may have voted to recognize the redefinition of marriage or same-sex marriage, you can make something legal, but you can't make it right. And what I mean by that, we are now approaching the 40th anniversary of Roe v. Wade. 40 years after the Supreme Court said that it is lawful to end the life of an unborn child, it's still seen by over half of Americans as morally wrong. And I see this issue of marriage the same way. The people can vote on it. For the first time we've seen that. Courts can rule on it. But I don't think you can violate natural law and force Americans to recognize it as morally right.
I think the term for a lot of things over the next 4 years is going to be civil disobedience is going to come up quite a bit.
The heat is about to be turned up tighter. It's about to be turned up higher on American Christians. Those who are truly followers of God are about to experience a higher cost for serving Christ. It's called persecution. It will come in varying form. But the fact is, there's going to be increasing numbers of, up to this moment, silent pastors or silent followers of Jesus who are now going to recognize how wrong they have been in their silence. And they'll be emboldened by the Spirit of God, by the Spirit of truth. And our ranks are going to increase, and they're going to increase dramatically.
Gideon's army was just a small group of people that were well prepared, ready to go. And so we can see time and time again throughout Scripture that sometimes the enemy looks formidable and like we can't win. And obviously we know that our God will not be mocked and our God reigns.
Our team will continue to stand, to defend, and to advance. Yes, you heard me correct. Advance faith, family, and freedom here in America.
Elizabeth Warren? I mean, she basically falsifies her Indian heritage at Harvard University. There's a big kerfuffle about that. But when you have the mainstream media on your side, you can blow by all of these controversies very quickly. If you don't talk about it, most people depend, unfortunately, on the mainstream media. She just goes on.
It's not just that, Fred. It's Massachusetts has just gone so far left. The people of Massachusetts have moved so. There's been a real influx for instance, there's probably an outsized percentage of homosexuals gay marriage because that was the first state in the union to legalize that. The school system is just absolutely wacky as a result of that. And so it's just so far left. It's not too surprising. I know. Look on the screen. Claire McCaskill has just been declared in Missouri.
Blowing out Todd Aiken.
She blew out Todd Aiken. 55 to 39%.
Well, is that?
It's amazing.
But I think one way to put what's happening into context is that Barack Obama did not underestimate the capacity of people to harbor envy and hate and greed for something for nothing.
But, I heard a conservative talk radio guy today saying, we ought to just kind of split the country in half and let one half of the country run it the way they want to run it, which is according to conservative principles, and let the other half run it according to kind of a liberal, progressive, socialist point of view.
Yeah.
And then see
the other half wouldn't survive.
Who prospers. Yeah. He said what we have, and you have to build a wall between the conservative states to wall off the liberal states because they want to tunnel under that thing. Yeah. They want to blow holes because they want to get to where you are because that's where the prosperity would be.
Is it just me, guys, or do you notice something about that map, the map of the USA today, USA Tonight, as you look at it? The red states are where evangelical or Protestant Christianity has been very prominent. The blue states are states where they don't go to church. For those of us who believe in constitutional freedom, less government, the American ideal of rugged individualism, entrepreneurship, religious liberty, those things, I think it's a tragic night. It can't be understated.